What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have a Safariland outside the waistband gravity holster that we're going to take a look at. And the one thing that makes this different than other Safariland outside the waistband holsters is there is no active retention. It's just using the kydex and the design of the holster as retention, no active retention. So the good news is it's a little less expensive. If you want an outside the waistband holster that's still not $1 million and still gives you some active retention, I've also reviewed this Safariland Solus. This does have active retention. It goes up to about $100, but if that's what you want, that's an option. All right, like I said, this is an outside the waistband holster. It is a paddle holster. Even though it is a paddle holster, you can use the Safariland different attachments like the QLS forks. The QLS forks will work with this as well. If you're going to rock a paddle style holster, please wear it correctly. It's my pet peeve when people use a paddle holster incorrectly. You should not be seeing the paddle outside the pants. So the paddle goes in the pants and the little hook on the bottom clips to your belt, and that's how you're supposed to wear a paddle holster. This particular holster is going to be very tight against the body and very high, so it's not going to be quite as fast as some other Safariland holsters. It's more designed for concealed carry or open carry, but either way, both of these, the holster sits very tight to the body. This is an RDS holster, which means it's an optic ready. I don't remember what RDS stands for, but it will work with a pistol with an optic. The material is some sort of a kydex. Safariland calls it the SafariLaminate, whatever. It's kydex. It's very durable. The edges are super, super clean to it. The outside has a nylon Cordura attached to the outside, probably glued on there. And it looks really, really good. I love the way the M81 camo looks. As I mentioned earlier, it uses the retention of the holster, the design. There's a screw right here that will allow you to adjust the retention if you want it a little bit more or a little bit less. Now, as far as gun compatibility, this is right now at the time I'm making the video. I'm sure Safariland will be adding compatible guns as time goes on. So up here on the screen, these are the Glocks that it works with. These are the Shadow systems that it works with. These are the SIGs. These are the Springfields. This is the Taurus. And this is the Wilson Combat. Also, as of right now, it is available in seven different colors. This may change. As you see, again, I got the M81 camo because that is the best of the 7 options. You can use the ALS QLS forks. I think I mentioned that already. It's IDPA and USPSA approved. You can adjust the cant, and it works with 1.5 or 1 3/4 inch belts. Now that price I mentioned earlier comes in at $65, and I think that's a great price for a Safariland holster. Again, if you want the one with the retention, the Solus will be $90 to $100 depending on which one you pick. Now very soon, I will have links down in the video description that will say build list or complete build list or parts list. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to title it. That will bring you over to my website. I know that's an extra click I need you guys to do, but this is the life of YouTube we live in now. You go to my website and that's going to be all the affiliate links. So if you want to be nice and use one of those links, I appreciate it. If you want to use those links and see if I can find you a good deal, I'll search the internet and see if I can find you a good deal as well. Either way, I appreciate it. I am about to expand my website. Huge, 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 huge. Just going to take a little bit of time. Now, as far as testing, it's a holster. The testing was pretty straightforward. I wore it around the house and around the property a little bit. It's summer, so I wear shorts a lot. So I only wore this a few times around the property. I very rarely wear a belt in the summer. When it comes fall and winter, I'll definitely wear this a little bit more. As far as range use, I brought it to the range 3 times. Obviously, we did a lot of drawing from the holster because how else do you test a holster besides drawing from the holster? So I drew from the holster a whole bunch of times throughout those 3 range trips, and I had no issues, no problems. In the limited testing that I've done, exactly what I would expect from a Safariland product. I do want to mention some compatibility. This particular one is made for a Glock 43, 48. It is an open bottom holster, so if you have like a 43 with a comp, still a good chance it's going to work. But this is a PSA dagger. First off, the 43 and 48 work perfect in there. I did test fit those, they're perfect. This is a PSA dagger micro, and it fits okay. The trigger guard's covered, the retention's good. I would be okay carrying it in that holster. It's good. I also have a Shadow Systems CR920P. I tried both the P and the just the CR920. The only difference is the P has a comp, and those fit absolutely perfect. Like you can hear, listen to the retention. I love that noise. Those fit absolutely perfect. So if you get the Glock one, just know it's a good chance your PSA micro might fit, and the shadow system should definitely fit. And let's move on to the pros. Biggest pro for me is going to be how it fits. If you want something high and tight, like a Marine's haircut. If you want something for a concealed carry in the fall, concealed carry period, especially if you're gonna wear like a sweatshirt or a jacket, that's a great option. Has very solid retention. I think it's a very good price, especially for a Safariland holster. And that M81 camo looks drop dead gorgeous. No cons. The only thing I want to stress again, if you're going to rock a paddle holster, wear it correctly so not everybody that you see makes fun of you and everyone on the internet makes fun of you. The paddle goes inside of your pants. You should not see the paddle when you have the holster on and you're using it. Overall, the Gravity is a great choice if you want an outside the waistband holster and you want something affordable. If you're going to open carry, in my humble opinion, I would get something with active retention. Just go to YouTube and Google, outside the waistband. Person gets a gun taken from an outside the waistband holster or something. That happens. People get their gun snatched somewhat fairly often. So the active retention could absolutely stop that and save that. So open carry, I recommend the Solus. Conceal carry, either one is fine. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Safariland, to such a big company, for supporting such a small channel. I greatly appreciate that. Be good, stay blessed, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.